The single most important function, I believe, in DAX is the calculate function. The calculate function works with an expression. So the calculate function's first argument is an expression such as, count all the transactions or total all the sales. So it's some sort of aggregate. But then following that aggregate, its power lies in its ability to modify filtering. So the filter context might say, I want to apply a filter. I want to calculate the total sales, which is an aggregate, if the store type is reseller. So it's creating a filter within the calculate function. Or instead of creating a filter in the calculate function, it may actually be removing all filters, removing the filter context instead of creating a filter context using a function such as all. So let me give you an example of the calculate function and the all function. First of all, what I want to do is I want to right-click the internet sales table. So I'm just going to collapse this, and here's my internet sales. I'll right-click because I want to create a new measure. Now the new measure I want to call total sales, and in brackets, this is for all countries, close bracket, equals, shift enter. And I just want to document that this returns the total sales for all countries in the internet sales query. Okay, so I'm going to start with calculate, and then I want to tell it what I want to calculate. So square brackets, this is where I choose my aggregate or my measure. And so my measure that I want to calculate is total sales. But I want to, remove the context, the filter context. So shift enter, and I want to use the all function. And I'm using the all function to remove any filter on country. And so here is my sales territory country. And so I close the bracket. Now, before I close the bracket, I just want to read what's up here. It returns all the rows in a table or all the values in a column, ignoring any filters that may be applied. So that's why I used all. And then the calculate is used to actually calculate an expression. And so I'm going to do another close bracket to close off the calculate function. And so I've created my measure, and I see that here, total sales, all countries. Now let's put it into practice. I'm going to go to my report view, and I'm going to go to page 1, and I want to make a modification to this particular matrix. So for example, what I'd like to do is I'd like to remove year. So I click on the matrix, and here's year, and I just hit the X to get rid of the matrix from the columns bucket. And what I want to do is add total sales, all countries, to the matrix. So I'm going to grab total sales all countries and just drop it under total sales. And so there's my total sales by country. Let me just move things around, pop that up there, move that over here, stretch it. Here are the total sales by country, and here's the total sales for all countries. So the calculate function works with an aggregate, but it removes or modifies the filter context.